Aloha, beloveds. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful day. I'm here in Southern Oregon near Bear Creek, and this is where I was born. This is my homeland, and this creek has historically been water that's been very polluted because of the misuse of chemicals in agriculture in the valley, and yeah, people dumping things into the creek and whatnot. And so it's good to see that the water looks much cleaner these days. We had a fire a couple years ago in 2020 called the Alameda Fire that burned down this whole section of the Bear Creek Greenway, and I actually think it really helped the water in a lot of ways because a lot of um, the burned debris went into the creek and actually helped filter the water. The charcoal and whatnot from the fire helped filter the water. So yeah, it's exciting to see how it's coming back right now. The trees are coming back and the plant life's coming back and the water looks much better, much better. Yeah, I'd like to speak today on this solar eclipse in Scorpio about the heart, connecting with the way of the heart. And this is something that's been profoundly imperative for me to learn in this lifetime, is to get out of my thinking mind and drop into my heart as my true intelligence. And I recognize and I'm starting to really embody more of that heart intelligence in my daily walk, in my daily practice, on my path of service. And so much of my life has been caught up in logic and thinking, my thinking mind. I went to school and got a master's degree in education, and it's all about using your mind, using the power of the mind, that and being a slave to the mind, essentially. And so this second part of my life, I feel like when I turned 41, 42, was going into the path of the heart, like coming out of that path of thinking and logic and academics into a path of the heart, of being in service to the heart. So that's what that's where my passion lies, in helping folks in community, is connecting with their heart, connecting with the land, connecting with each other, connecting with community, connecting with themselves first and foremost, that divine light within them. And that can be done through a variety of ways, one of which that I feel really passionate about lately and been really diving into with my intimate partner, my companion, is connecting with, through intimacy to the heart. And this can manifest in a variety of different ways, but for us it's really manifesting as a deep practice of connection intimately through our heart space, as opposed to through our genitals, through sex, through sexual activity. So we're taking a break right now from sexual activity, even from kissing. We're allowing for hugs and for lying next to each other and cuddling and heart shares and just a lot of eye gazing is happening. And we're incorporating the practices in a book that we're reading called Peace Between the Sheets, a sexual healing guide for men and women, into our nightly practice. So before we lie down together in bed at night, we do these exercises together. And it's only been a couple days, but I already feel profound shifts in our relating, profound shifts. So I highly recommend it. One of the practices we did last night was to sit across from each other, and we put a candle there and turned off the lights, turned on some nice music, and we held our left hands. So we each held hands on our left side, and we put our right hands over each other's heart space, and we closed our eyes and just tried to let go of any thoughts, and just meditate there in that space across from each other, holding our left hands and putting our right hands on each other's hearts for as long as we felt comfortable. And it was so good. I noticed at first my mind wanted to think a lot, and I was very resistant to staying there for very long. But the more I started just focusing on my breathing and turned it into a meditation, I could literally feel my partner's heart get bigger and feel the breath expanding his chest. And yeah, and feeling the comfort of his hand on my chest in that non-sexual way, that very loving, tender, sweet heart-centered way, was so beautiful, and I'm really grateful for that, this practice. And then we took turns being with each other. The next part of the practice was for us to take turns lying down, and So for example, he laid down and he put his head on my lap and on a pillow, and I massaged his temple, massaged his scalp, and massaged his head for a good bit, and really relaxed his thinking mind and relaxed his body that way by touching him in that way, in a very loving, tender, nurturing way. And then when I felt complete in that, I held his head in my hands for at least 5 minutes and just felt him, like felt his energy, felt his body, felt his crown, felt his being there, his soul. And so he did that to me as well, and felt very, very good. And we expressed gratitude to each other for our presence in this practice and continuing to practice this way. And so the way our flow is going is, you know, we go out in the world, we have our perspective work that we're doing in the world, and then coming together at night and doing these practices together, and then going to bed together and spending the night together and laying next to each other, and waking up in the morning in such gratitude. And today I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good, so energized, so cared for, so tended to. My heart feels really full. I feel really blessed to be in this partnership. I feel really blessed for his willingness to do this work with me. This is what I've been calling in for a very long time, and it's finally happening, and it's taken some time to get us there. We've been dating for 6 months, and we definitely were in a traditional sexual relationship in a way, with conventional sex. But now it's turning into this really heart space, juicy time that we're taking apart from sexual intimacy and diving into these deeper heart layers. And yeah, it's just really beautiful. I highly encourage you to look into this work, and if you have any questions or would like to hear from me more about it, we're planning on making some videos together to talk about our process as individuals and share that with the collective. But I'd like to take the time to share with you all my process around that, and I'm feeling really good about it. It's been challenging in a lot of ways. My biology, my chemistry wants to merge physically with him, but I recognize that will happen eventually, and in a much more balanced way. And in the meantime, it's best that we take that space and we spend time together. And at first I was very resistant to spending any time together with him as we were going to this more celibate period, and just saying like, well, maybe I shouldn't spend the night with you, it's hard for me. But I realized that that's not actually the practice. The practice is to be together and to practice that intimacy outside of that potent biological, chemical, sexual realm, and go into the heart space with him. So that's really happening, and I'm really excited for that to continue to unfold. And yeah, I'd love to guide you. I feel like this is also going to really help me in my therapeutic cuddle therapy sessions that I offer to folks. And so I just want to share. I had a cuddle session with a sister last night, and she put her head on my chest and listened to my heart for a long time. And that was really beautiful. So I'm learning more, you know, we're all learning more. We're all learning together. I learned so much from these cuddle sessions that I have with folks, and I welcome more of that. So if you're interested in receiving cuddle therapy from me, with me, co-creating that space together, I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out to me and ask how I can be in service to you. I know there are many other people out in the world who are doing this work, and I just really want to express my gratitude for those who are feeling really called to be in that therapeutic touch practice realm. It can be very challenging, and I have gone through a lot of obstacles and challenges in a lot of ways. Folks who are coming to me with you know, intentions to receive more of a sexual energy from me, and me knowing that that's not what I'm offering. What I'm offering is this heart-based practice. So I'd love to connect with you. Please reach out to me. Bless your day. Bless this beautiful potent day in Scorpio, solar eclipse. And I know there's a lot up, especially around sexual healing, especially in relation to the masculine and feminine energies, those polarities within us and around us, and in the collective. And so yeah, I'm excited to see what transpires as we move through these eclipses and this new moon, and I hope that this message finds you well in every way. Bless your day. Aloha.